This last year we worked with, Bun B, Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, Flash Garments. That's the bro. You know what I mean? That's the plug. That's the industry plug. Anything that you like, Flash is probably connected to. You know what I mean? He's that guy,
man. And welcome. This is Action Jackson's Motion Podcast, where I talk to individuals, got shit going on. I got to the right of me, Daryl Gilchrist, good friend of mine. What's up with you, man?
So we're going by Shadxcreed now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I seen the Instagram handle, but like I didn't know that was like a.
Yeah, that's what we're going with now.
All right, that's the official thing. Shadxcreed.
You remember it used to be Gilly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were Gilly and Wallow.
Word.
Blowing up so crazy. It's like, nah, I gotta change that.
Word.
Shout out to Big Mike though. He's the one that gave me that. You know what I mean? Big Mike gave me Gilly and a female named Abigail Higgins.
Word.
You know what I mean? So we're retiring that, but shout out to them.
True. I definitely want to plug in a shout out to Collab Create for the space and let me use the space to present my podcast, yo. Yo, for real. Like, how you like the space?
This is a nice space. It's gonna be dope for the community. I hope that people take advantage of this because it's a dope space show.
Well, let's talk about like what you like so far about seeing it. You can get the whole tour.
Everything, yo. So as soon as I walk in, the whole aesthetic is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? You feel like you in a bigger city. Like as soon as you walk in, you're like, yo, we in New York or something. Like it's dope in here, man. And to come in to see this whole setup, yeah, it's very professional, very well put together, and y'all should take advantage if you can.
Where Jones is big on the vibes. He normally has like music going on and stuff like that, and then it's like he's DJing or I'm DJing. It's a chill spot, yo. But yeah, shout out Collab Create. Y'all need to take tours of Collab Create the space. Hit him up on Instagram at Collab Create and schedule your tour. But back to you, Shadxcreed. What you got going on, man? I see the charm. We gotta talk about the charm, the chain. You blinging,
you know what I mean? That just came in. You know what I mean? We're blinging right. Everything right. So everything's going great at Full Focus Films.
Okay, Full Focus, right? What y'all got going on?
Oh man, we got a lot going on that I can't really talk about yet. Me and Queso both. Me, Queso, French, Louis. We all very like. We ain't gonna talk about it until it happens. You know what I mean?
Not.
So there's a lot going on. We could talk about all the previous stuff that was going on. This last year we worked with, Bun B, Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes, Flash Garments. That's the bro. You know what I mean? That's the plug. That's the industry plug. Anything that you like, Flash is probably connected to it. You know what I mean? He's that guy, man. That's our brother, man. I'm thankful to be able to call somebody like that my brother, man. He looks out more than. It was just my birthday. My man took me to the warehouse of all warehouses. You know what I mean? Said, pick out what you want. Any shoes you want, any hats, like streetwear. Go shop at Art of Wear. That's what it's called, Art of Wear. Go check them out on Instagram, man. They get you right.
What city's that?
New York.
New
Jersey.
Okay.
Hoboken.
Okay. Dang, sound like you rubbing shoulders with the cream of the crop, huh?
Bro.
Could you ever imagine growing up?
I never saw that coming.
Word?
I never saw me getting into the video space. I used to create music. So it's a different lane for sure. Definitely unexpected, but very blessed to have my team and, that I can call my best friends now. You know what I mean? It's more than business. Like, those are my brothers. Like, you know what I mean? Queso, that's my right-hand man. Fresh, my left-hand man. Like, you know what I mean? Louis in the back. You know what I mean? Like, it's a family over here, and they're my guys, man, for sure.
Hey, shout out Queso, man. Hopefully, like, I heard he's sick or whatever. Hopefully, maybe we can do this another time. You know what I mean?
Some immune system ass nigga.
Yeah. Nah, we all been sick. Yo, everybody's been sick, yo.
That's my brother.
I was down for a week and a half, so I didn't even trip when you told me you were sick last time. You know what I mean? It's going around. Everybody
sick right now.
Hey, drink your water. Eat right. Keep your diet right. Yo, this shit's going around. Stay healthy. But back to what you got going on. I just want to kind of like ask you, just because I started this podcast because like being from Harrisburg and we growing up together and stuff like that, and we like seeing each other do some things, right? You know what I mean? I just want to like give Harrisburg a place to Harrisburg a platform to see other brothers, you know what I mean, doing stuff like positive,
For sure.
you know what I mean, like making something of themselves, you know what I mean. So to hear you rubbing shoulders with Bun B and Chris Brown, like to tell like what are you learning, like what do you you know what are you learning?
What I'm learning, not to sound too woke, but everything is not what it seems. You know what I mean? This and everything is not out of reach either. You know what I mean? Everything is right there. You gonna get what you put into it.
Word.
You know what I mean? Just being in the right places with the right people, people that like the piggyback on talking about Flash. You might look at Flash like some people you might not have heard Flash. You know what I'm saying? But those are people who run the industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people that you don't really see or know. They run this shit. You know what I mean? So you got Flash. Like the other day it was just laying down watching The Shy. Flash is got a tag. It goes garments. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying down watching The Shy, I hear music, and I just hear his tag. And I'm like, yo, it's just everywhere, bro. You know, I mean, they really run the industry. So just knowing people like that and not being scared to put yourself in a position to succeed.
Word.
You can't just sit here and think it's going to happen for you.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of people like, we have a lot of talented people here. You know what I mean? But they don't get the right exposure. And they keep making the same mistakes. And it's really insane. They do the same stuff in different fashions, like in different forms of fashions, like dealing with like, how many people hit you up to play their music?
To DJ? Or you mean like to play like their tracks?
Yeah, to play their tracks.
You know what? It hasn't been as much lately. I don't know. I don't think there's like really a space to do that right now. Because I play at Nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me plug in my Sunday night residency at Nocturnal. Mm-hmm. I probably really can't play just a local rapper. You know what I mean? Right. But like I'd want to.
But we see you doing other things.
Yeah.
Why is no one hitting Jordan up and say, yo, play me on the podcast? Let me be the podcast intro.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's doing that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's outside of their minds. Like they're not like thinking like bigger. They think, let me post this on Facebook and like it's just gonna go. Or let me post this on YouTube and I'm gonna get 100,000 views and I'm just gonna someone's just gonna walk up to me and say, hey, we want to sign you. And it's like, yo, that's not how
you know what, Shadxcreed? I feel like Harrisburg doesn't have that kind of mentality where if you were in like another city, like I know Detroit's kind of like getting known for their amateur films and whatnot, and it takes like a whole community like to build together and put each other on, show, you know what I mean, teach each other how to, I mean, to be successful. I feel like Harrisburg, we don't have that in place, and that's kind of the inspiration for this. What we're doing right now is so that we have somewhere to talk about things, and I can talk to other people who are doing things, and we can kind of like, you know what I mean, make it more of a map and make it more, you know what I mean, clear. You know, the steps to take, and like, you know what I mean, the community we have together, like, and help each other out.
I think we have big egos here.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
For no reason.
Like we was out LA. We were shooting for a less known artist. He was signed to Epic. I even forget his name right now. I don't know why it's like escaping me right now. But we were working with him, shooting for him. This is the first time I ever kind of seen something like this where we're on set and people are working on set and they're like, because, you know, my job is assistant director. I hire, fire, you know, on Queso's eyes and ears when he's locked in, right? So if we're hiring all these people and they're working, like they're just doing, like even grunt work, like they're just picking up stuff, like putting lights in place, putting lights up, like they're doing things like that. And I'm talking to them and I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, what do you do? Like, I mean, this is what you do? Right. They're whole directors, bro. Like, they're whole directors. They run their own sets. Like, they have credits and they do all these things, but there's not too much ego out there. They're just trying to work.
Right.
People are just trying to work. Like they're like, this don't matter. I'm trying to be on set and I'm trying to meet people and politic and we, what I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Connect. We just connect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like we don't have that here. Like you'd be damned if somebody who shoots their own videos would be on your set moving lights. It's just not gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be the change that I want to see. You know what I mean? Because
That'd be
like
dope.
we need each other.
That'd be dope, bro. I
Right.
tried it one time. I tried to get on somebody else's set, and they just kind of typical Harrisburg mentality.
That's what happens around here.
Start
yo.
talking crazy about my brother, like, you know what I mean? Like, queso this, queso that. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, yo, like, why you? All right, bet. Like, it's hopefully we can create a better space here for that to happen. Because I think we'd be unstoppable. There's so much talent here. Like, there's so much talent here, yo. From videos to models to designers to rappers to singers. Like, it's dope here. Like, you know what I mean? But like you said, that mentality is just not here right now. Hopefully we get that soon.
You know what? I felt that growth in myself, like as a DJ. You know what I mean? Naturally, right? You start trying to get your gigs and right now, and you look at each other as competition, right?
Right.
That you know what I mean? Like you kind of envy each other, but like the more I've grown, like I understand, like yo, you come together and like you share that passion, and then like you know what I mean, connect like that, and then when you make it about love, you know what I mean, you start to realize that you guys can just create more if you work together. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Like
that's dope.
if like God put us here as creators, like in image of Him, right? The image of the creator to be creators.
Right.
And when like two creators come together, it's a beautiful thing because you just create, right? Hope that sounded right. This is my first podcast, but I ain't trying, you know what I mean, sound woke,
Nah,
but
I
like,
feel what you
yeah,
said.
I mean,
That's lit.
yeah, I mean, give me hold on, because it's your birthday, yo. Happy birthday,
appreciate
dog.
you,
Listen,
my
I
boy.
gotta find I gotta find Jones's
Appreciate you,
hot
my
buttons.
boy. Yeah.
Happy birthday, yo. How old you now, bro?
34 now, bro.
34?
Yeah.
I just turned
Starting to
34,
hurt.
cuz.
That's starting to hurt, ain't it?
Bro, I seen some posts on Facebook talking about like I'm starting to turn ages that start to sound serious.
Nah, real shit though.
Yeah.
I start thinking like, damn, bro, I got to bust a move, bro. Like, I got to do something else, like, you know what I mean? But trying not to get like that is hard. Like, you know what I mean? But we blessed, bro.
Exactly, you
know
blessed,
what I mean?
man, and like you know, I do also feel like I'm the wisest I've ever been. That like you know what I mean, obviously, but like you know, see things clear.
For
You know what I mean? Like Jones said on the podcast we had, he told me like you know what I mean, it's the time you gotta make the free throws gotta count.
Yeah, no, I can feel that.
Like, you know what I mean? You get shots that you should make, you gotta make them because like you gonna feel that shit. Like
I'm trying to shut down all distractions.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to, I'm working on myself. I'm in the gym now. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on myself. Like I meal prep today. For the first time, you feel me? You know what I mean? For the
we
first
meal
time,
prepping?
meal prepping. I feel like an adult today.
Listen, that's one of the conversations I've had with my girls. Like, about my girl.
Yeah.
Like I gotta start meal prepping on Sunday.
Yeah, got to, bro. So I meal prep today. You know what I mean? I'm working on my mental health and forgiveness, and I'm working on a lot, man. I feel like this is the time, man. This is the time to get all distractions out the way.
Word. True. Happy birthday once again, man. Kind of want to talk about that Eagles jersey you had on. Almost didn't let you in here, man. Let me not be a hater, bro. Cause like, you know what I mean.
Champions.
Let me not be a hater, yo. Hey, congratulations on that.
You know
what I mean.
Shout out to all
y'all
the
just
Eagles
annoying
fans.
as hell.
Shout out all the Eagles fans, man, because we get the worst rap for no reason. We just passionate fans. We just love our We love our team. You know what I mean? We throw the best party. The parade was crazy. Yeah, let me tell you something.
Did you go? Oh, you did go.
Let me tell you about the parade,
let's talk about that.
Let me tell you something funny and shit. Like, I got older boys. My boys is older. I got an 18-year-old and I got a 13-year-old. So I said, yo, if we won the Super Bowl, go to the parade. My oldest is with it. He was with it. And then my youngest said, I'm not going to that. Somebody's going to get shot. somebody got shot, bro.
Yo, I was about to say I didn't know, but like,
yo, he knew it though. He said, "Yo, I'm not. Nah.
y'all be rioting. I don't like why.
Yo.
How's that celebrated,
bro? I never seen it like that in my life.
So you were there.
Let me tell you how crazy Eagles fans are though. They had this big screen up by the museum. I stood up by the museum, right, with my friend Katie, and her niece Addie, right. So I'm up there. We up there. They planned the Super Bowl back, the whole game, the whole from start to finish, bro. The whole game, a little bit of commercial and everything, the whole game, right? So we are reacting. 1 million people are reacting to the Super Bowl as if it was the first time we ever seen it. It was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I'm like, yo, we're really like deranged. I'm like, yo.
I mean, that's probably how you do it though. Like,
It was
I'm
the
a little
best.
jealous because like y'all just
It was the best.
Yeah, like that's kind of lit though.
It was lit.
Like,
it was so lit. Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. Everybody's like, oh. Like, yo, we're deranged.
No, because I rewatched Tampa Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it. Yo, put yourself back in that place.
Yeah.
Like relive that. Like, I mean, that's what you.
It was amazing.
That's what you win for. That's what, you know what I mean, y'all celebrate for, and you know, hey, congrats
it was amazing,
again, man.
bro.
Congrats,
It was
congrats,
amazing,
congrats, man.
It was amazing.
But let's get back to full focus.
And let's repeat though before we get back on full focus. Eagles, let's repeat. We gotta do this.
Let's not. Let's go, Baker. Anywho, full focus, right?
Yeah.
Now you talking about working with Chris Brown, Bun B. Who would you say you were most inspired by? Like work, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you get in that working space with like some of the greats, like you start to see like how they move,
Right.
and like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, get inspired a little bit. Like, tell us about like who inspired you the most.
Who inspired me the most? I would say it's 2 people. Again, I'm gonna say Flash, because like Flash showed me that you don't really need to be a star, for what I say. Like, you don't need to be out in front. You know what I mean? You can. He's so selfless, bro. Like, he's written for people. He's worked on Kanye West's projects. He has worked on like so many great people's projects with so many great people, and in the the professional wrestling space, and like, he's really influential as hell, man. So like, he shows you that you can make so many moves. You don't have to be out front, right? I would say another person would be Eric Bellinger, right? That's probably one of the first people who gave us like an opportunity, right? Also show that you could be up there with the megastar. He's written for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like Fine China with Chris Brown. What's the song? Jeremiah and Wale. Chill. You damn. What's that song called? For once, chill with me. For once.
Dang, I'm a DJ. I should know it. It's crazy.
He wrote that song. He just wrote so many songs. So like, and then he's an artist himself, right? Like, has released 2 albums with Hitmaker. Like, he's a superstar himself, but he's so humble, bro. So like down to earth, like such a great guy, yo. So I would say those 2 the most. I think my favorite artist that I've worked with though is Tink.
Tank?
Tink, the singer Tink.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Tink.
Yeah.
Tink.
You see, a lot of people don't remember Tink. Tink is like that.
Give me a hit.
Ah, damn. See, I don't remember the song name, but you won't know when you hear it.
I thought you said Tank. I was about to be like, when we.
Oh no, we worked with him too though. You know what I mean? We worked with him
When we. My shit.
No, we worked with him too, but Tink, this is her latest song. It was like this right here. Let me see. Latest hit, I think. Yeah, I got service in here or something. You heard this, y'all?
No.
Yeah, this is Tank. But she was like real big when we was in high school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But she she was my favorite one I worked with so far.
You shot a video for her?
Yeah,
Word.
in Atlanta.
Okay.
So we shot a video for her in Atlanta for her album. It was really for her intro, and she's so dope, yo. Like I've come across a couple of celebrities that are just like, yo, like you never want to. They say don't meet your heroes.
Right.
Like yeah, like that's
Really?
a real thing. Like they just move different. But like she was so humble, bro. Like she came in humble. I didn't even when she first came up. She came over to her entourage a little bit. Like another part of my job is make sure everything's cool when they get there. You know what I'm saying? So we set up her room, her everything on her rider, what she needed. You know what I'm saying? And she was so humble, bro. I didn't even know it was her. When she came up to me, I was like, I had to double take real quick because I didn't even know it was her. She's so humble, man. She's such a sweet person, and that was probably one of my favorite. She made everything so comfortable, made you comfortable. Hitmaker was there, like the label was there, and usually you get kind of tense in those situations. You can get tense in those situations,
right?
It's like
I would.
the boss is here,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they
It's
all
the
cool
first
as hell.
time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially the first time.
Yeah.
Like they all cool as hell, man. She made it so simple to work with, and she takes direction so well. She was dope. She's my favorite.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Let's talk about how you got started, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want like to teach like the younger generation or like the pass on, right? Is that really if you got like a dream or something you want to do, just like to start doing it. And it's like we don't see enough people like going through the trials and like persevering through like that first like entry and initial challenges that you face. So like let's talk about getting started as a videographer. Like what was that like?
So I used to be a part of a group called TMG, right? It was me, Rudy. Remember, you know Rudy? Me, Robert Dillard.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he a barber now. But like me, Rudy, Lau, my boy French was on there. French is on full focus now. But French was there. Shizzy, Gemini Shizzy, Twani, and I got Tiger Farmer.
Right.
We were all on. I hope I'm not missing nobody, but I think that was it. But we was all in the group, and I think me and Tiger ran that, and we kind of like always strived for the way we look. Like we always wanted professionalism to. We always wanted. We didn't want to look like local, like you know what I mean. So we couldn't. We didn't really have the bread. This is the way I see it. We didn't really have the bread to like have people shoot for us and the extra money to do that stuff. We invested all of our money into the studio. Like we bought equipment and all that. So we had bought a camera, and Tiger was always really good at like that type of stuff. Anyway, that's his space. Like creative. I mean, he's so creative in the realm of like websites. I think he's one of the best website designers in our area, right? So like website designer stuff like that, and I won't say he's a videographer, but he could do that if he wanted to. If he wanted to, and he wanted to focus in that realm, he could. So we kind of started. He kind of taught me how to do like little things like that. When it came to editing and stuff like that, he like kind of broke it down to me what to do. So I would say he's how I kind of got started in that space right there. Unfortunately, we fell out bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll big him up like I just did and say, yo, he's like, you know what I mean, one of the best at this. But I'll probably punch him in the face if I seen him. Like, you know what I mean? Just off instinct. Like,
I feel like I should have a sound for that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just straight, I'll probably just straight deck him, bro. If I ever seen him in person,
Man, I hope
I don't
work
know.
That out, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what
Y'all
would
work
happen.
that out. So
it's been a couple years at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would happen or not. I'm just bullshit. I'm just saying, like, that's where we are, right? So that's just to say that I'm not bullshit when I say that. Like,
I appreciate
really
it too.
like
appreciate the realness.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really like that if he wanted to be. But fuck that nigga. But like, all jokes aside though. But like, he kind of taught me everything and a little bit in that space as a beginner. So when we fell out, I was really depressed. You know what I mean? So going back to talking about mental health, it all comes to how I really got started in it. So I was depressed. Like I what happened between us, I'm not going to speak on, but it was so traumatic. Yeah, I mean that like I kind of just like looked at everybody like, fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like Queso, and that's why he's my brother to this day, bro. Queso will always just tell me things like, bro, he sees my value. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not only as a videographer, but like as a person. You know what I'm saying? So, bro really took me under his wing and taught me further. Like, you know what I mean? Taught me what we're looking for or what we're not looking for. He always challenged me and wanted to make me go farther than I ever thought that I could. You know what I mean? Even the way that I think about like before I never structured a music video like, you know, like a script or I didn't know how to do that. I'm like, we just shooting, bro. Like I mean, bro really took the time to teach me everything like that. You know what I mean? But still like I wasn't really in the space to receive it all the time because like I ain't trust nobody. Even Queso at a point, like was like, yeah, we do business, but other than that, it's like I'm kind of like I'm wary of you, like you know what I'm saying. He was kind of the same way because of the situation he went through. So that's when all the Eric Bellinger and shit started to happen, and I ain't gonna hold you. I really didn't want to be a part of it at first. Like I was really kind of just like I'm really ready to live a regular life, bro. Like I just don't want to. I was so out of it, but bro never gave up on me, bro. Bro really like pulled me along, like you know what I'm saying. And by the way, as I wasn't always the assistant director, we had another guy who was assistant director who was his best friend at the time. You know what I mean? And we all fell out with him. He went his several. I won't even say fell out. He's kind of went his several ways, and I got thrown into that assistant director. Now I don't know if people know like when you look at a director, they're the top dog, right? But the assistant director is the boss. It is their set. Like, you know what I mean? All Queso wants to do, like not Queso, but directors, we run our sets a little different. Where Queso does have more input than a regular director, like as far as like everything that's going on. He just likes that, it's just his thing. So it's like, but usually a director just like to come in and say action.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that checks out, makes sense.
It's the assistant director's job to make sure that everything is moving. Like everything is moving. His job is to focus on this scene. You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here getting the next scene ready. So he can just come back over here and then action. You know what I'm saying? And goes that like that. But I kind of got thrown into that on this Miami trip that we had with a guy from India, actually. You know what I mean? His name was I forget his name too, man. I'm sucking with names today, but Indian guy, man, and he that was our first like bigger budget, and I kind of just got thrown in that zone. He was just like, "Yo, you assistant director, bro." Like,
curious, how big was the budget?
I want to say that was probably like 20,000. You know what I mean? As far as you don't know how budgets work.
I know what a budget is, but I have never directed a music video.
So for music videos, budgets, everything is including the budget from our flights to equipment that we're going to rent to space we're going to rent to even us getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of our first like bigger budget. We get way bigger budgets now, but like bigger budgets, that was like, oh shit, like we
20 bands?
20 bands? Like, you know what I mean? So like we I kind of got thrown into it. And how we were talking about like ego, right? I don't have an ego. Like I don't like you know me for a long time. I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna beat my chest and act on whatever. But like, so I'll ask for help. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's talking about you're an assistant director now. So there's a guy who owned that space that we were renting. His name's Nate, and we were real cool with Nate. Like Nate comes with us, like if we had anywhere in Florida, Nate will fly out anywhere for us. But like anytime we go to Florida, that's who we call for like all his people, like to come work on set, like camera operators and you know directors don't even touch cameras for real.
Right.
Like you know what I mean, you got somebody who like operates all that. So Nate brings out his whole team for us and shit. We built a great relationship. So I was nervous. I was like, you know what I mean, lost. Like, damn, who do I tell? You know what I mean? What do I do? Nate was really like, yo, just be cool. Like, and I'm asking the whole day. Like, yo, do I do this? Is that my job? Do I do this? Do I do that? And he was like, yo, yeah, cool, you're good. And he looked at Queso and said, yo, like, yo, you got one, bro. Like, he gonna be cool. Like, you gonna be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how I got started in it.
That's lit. I mean, I guess you know what I mean. Like you say, being thrown on your first big project, that's when you probably like see the most growth.
Yeah.
Because like you know what I mean. Before you do that, you don't know if you can do that. You don't know you're capable of doing that. Right. So it's like you go through those, and it's like okay, now you have confidence going to the next step because you know you conquered that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I did kind of get some questions about like directing a music video. Like, is it just shaking asses? Like, how do you go about like
Nah.
you know what I mean? Like, cause I mean, like honestly, I see rap. Like, you know what I mean? I'm 34 now, so I've seen rap for 34 years, and like I feel like when rappers are kind of like new, their music videos tend to be like twerking, but then when they grow, they get like complex like
That's because the budget got
messages. You know what I mean? And it's not like I guess I'm thinking about Yachty's videos recently, and it's like it's some kind of you know what I mean some kind of abstract like you know what I mean.
Budget got bigger.
Yeah, so like how? So let's talk about like what goes into creating a storyline and music video.
I think everybody's process is different. You know what I mean? Even if you're talking about me and Queso, our process is way different. I see things way different.
Right? Yeah, it probably has to be. Different people, right?
Yeah, he sees things like way out there. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Queso's thinking about his final edit as he's. You know what I mean? But me, I think coming from a music background, I want you to feel it more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I'm not really big on like effects. You know what I'm saying? Probably part of the reason why I haven't done a lot of music videos by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like because people Queso set a bar so high that when they think about us or anybody on our team, they want that thing to be like that. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't do that. Like I'm not really in that space. Queso's in that space. He's an AI genius. Like you know what I mean? We all give a lot of input to it, but he's the driver. You know what I'm saying? So I think for me, what goes into music videos, I'm gonna make you feel it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to like a movie.
Right.
I'm more of a movie guy.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like so I'll break it down like everything that I break down is intentional with feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big into like love movies and like The Notebook's my favorite movie. That's my shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna judge. I ain't judging. We don't judge here.
That's my shit. That shit'll make you feel some type of way, dog. Like you be like, damn, like go ahead, break up with your girl and watch The Notebook. You gonna call her by the end of the movie, bro. You know what I mean? So I like stuff like that. You know what I mean? I make you feel it any way that I can. So it's like I like to focus on movement and faces and
right.
You know, things like that. Things when you see it, you gonna feel it. Even the way they snap their head, even the way they turn it, the way they move their hand, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on it like that. That's where my head goes.
Yeah, you gotta be seeing stuff that regular people ain't seeing.
Right.
I guess I'm curious now, like, you know, does a music video have to go with the lyrics?
No.
I've seen some video. I guess I'm thinking about videos that I know, like, you know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, so you just come up with this whole concept that's not even like what the lyrics you're saying. So like, how does that work? I guess I'm curious about.
It's art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's art. So it's like, you ever hear people say like two things can be right at the same time?
Right.
It's like, I could be saying like, man, fuck that bitch. But like, the video could be me loving on her.
Right.
Because two things are true at the same time. Like, fuck her.
If she's got you feeling that much emotion,
like
it's gotta be for a reason, right?
Two things can be true at the same time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it's doper when it's like that, though. Like, you know what I mean? When you're showing a whole bunch of different emotions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's always doper.
Right. So what project are you most proud of?
project that I'm most proud of is the project we did for my son's little league team.
Word.
Yeah, we made a movie, man. That one was so dope.
It was like a recap or something?
Nah, we made like a trailer for the season.
Mm.
I don't know if you ever saw it.
No, I wish
Let me do
he's
it.
gonna. I know he's gonna get that TV up there. Like, so,
Yeah, you can put it up there.
yeah, that's what we need to do. Right?
It pretty much we had to
Dang,
run
I
through
wish
the
y'all could.
woods.
I wish the podcast could see this because
Yo.
it's already cinematic as hell.
You got them running through. Matter of fact, I got it in here somewhere. But we got them running through.
Hold
the
on,
woods.
what was the budget for that?
Yeah, I mean, no budget for that. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, y'all got y'all equipment or whatever.
yeah.
But
So
I know that's a $5,000 camera shooting that.
That thing was crazy, bro. And like, cause before I show you, I gotta find it in here. Excuse me. Before I show you, the whole premise of it was like, the league was against us. It was against my son's team. Like, we're cheaters, we recruit, all this stuff, which is not true. But that's the way they play it, right? So I was like, man, coming from emotion, right? Saying like, oh man, like, I want y'all to feel. I want everybody to feel it.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, you only played 2 seconds. I already felt that.
And
Like,
you
I'm
felt
ready.
it, right? You like,
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like,
Bro,
what?
let's go.
Yo, the whole thing. I had added a voiceover to it and everything.
That's dope doing it for them kids, man, because that makes, you know what I mean? They remember stuff like that. It's special.
Yeah, they all like, yo, like, I gotta show you this, John. Though. They always like, yo, this is so dope. Hopefully, it's like,
Are those like kids on the team? Or?
Mhm.
Okay. Dang, this is dope. I ain't ever had nothing like this growing up. Dang.
That's my son.
The
right
trailer, yo. So you played this like before the season for him?
there. Yeah, right before the first home game.
Let's go.
I released it right before the first home game.
Wow, the production level is crazy.
There you go. Look.
Okay. I was about to say, when they about to put the colors on. All right, all right. Y'all, there's no way you lose that game, right? You see that?
Yo,
They won, right?
of course.
Okay, I'm
We
gonna
were
say.
undefeated that year.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, how do you not like? That's gotta be successful season. You see that coming
I
out
mean,
the
we
gate
always had
as a
success.
buck.
We have every season has been successful since 2019 for us. So it's like
Okay,
on every level.
Talk your shit.
On
Talk your
every
shit.
level. Like we won.
Shadxcreed.
You know what I'm saying? We won a championship on every level for like 3 years straight. So it's like they had to do something with us, right? So they put a whole bunch of rules in place and a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, they be doing that in Little
Yo,
League.
it'd
I
be
remember
It'd
that.
be crazy, bro. So, but yeah, that's probably what I'm most proud of.
Word.
because
I mean, that was, and you touched them little kids.
Yeah.
Like, pause.
Pause.
You talking about getting in
that's
time with
crazy.
emotions or whatever. Yeah, my bad. My bad. We'll do the pause on that. But, like, you, like, seeing that as a buck, like,
Yeah.
you ready to run through a wall.
Yeah.
Like, that's, dang. And again, it's one of those things, like, growing up when you see, like, you provide them with that high quality
Mhm.
production and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and it just raises the, you know what I mean, I don't want to say brand, but
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, like you just respect yourself more. Like this is what we doing.
Yeah.
Like,
The one this year gonna be the craziest thing.
oh yeah, you got to top it
I've been
now.
thinking about it for 2 years.
You are, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
on
mean,
topic.
this one about to be crazy.
Yeah,
because
that was crazy.
my son's class is the first class to go through this program, like because it started in 2019. So they're the first class to go from Smurfs to midgets
Hmm.
to high school. So this one's gonna be big. You know what I mean? I'm mapping. I mapped it out already. You know what I mean? Mapped it out already, but I'm putting some finishing touches on it. A lot of unforeseen things happen, but like players leaving and stuff like that. But
Word.
for the most part, like I cut it all. This is gonna be major, bro. I'm gonna tag you in it.
I mean, yeah,
That
you're
was
gonna have to now.
That
We
was
might
gonna
have
be
to-
crazy.
Might have you bring it back and we
Sure, I'm gonna premiere it here.
yeah. How about that?
That's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
might have
crazy.
to, bro. We
It's
might
gonna be
have to though. That is special.
For sure, bro.
Full focus, the charm shining.
Yo, we just got this Jones too. Like, you know what I mean? A couple weeks ago.
Word.
Yeah, like something we wanted to do for ourselves.
Yeah. Where'd y'all get it done? We did it for y'all.
I said, okay, like I might tell you next time because the person that put me on, that put us on to the jeweler, said, "Please don't get my jeweler out."
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
mean, your jeweler gotta get business.
That's
though,
what
right?
I said, but I'm like, all right, I won't do it because you said it. Like, you know what
Yeah, I
but-
mean, you gotta give me business though,
Yeah,
right?
man,
Dang,
like,
you
listen.
gatekeeping, huh?
Listen,
Oh,
if
we
I get the
gatekeeping.
okay, I'll tag the jeweler. You know what I mean? But if y'all smart, I follow the jeweler on Instagram. So, you know what I mean? Y'all can find him that way. You know what I mean? But I ain't telling y'all with it.
Hey, I mean, you
You
got
legit,
like,
though.
yeah. I mean, we support somebody's business. You gotta support.
That's what
somebody's
I'm
business,
trying to. That's
you
what
know
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
You got a diamond tester over here?
No.
I'll be loving to do the diamond tester.
You know,
we
I
in,
get one.
You know,
yo?
yeah, please. You know, we in Harrisburg and shit. So
Yeah, I know,
niggas
I
be,
know,
Niggas be
I
hating.
know.
No, get the diamond tester. If y'all see me out, diamond test me. I'm
Water.
with it.
Water.
You know what I mean? I'm with it.
Dang, I guess I should start testing people's
You gotta
diamonds.
start testing
You know what I
people.
mean?
I seen Charlamagne do that the Friday the other day.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that
I
joke
know
was
they had that
hilarious.
interview, but I didn't see
It was
I didn't
hilarious,
watch
yo,
it.
because it wasn't working. Charlamagne didn't know how to work it. So, like, it was looking like, oh, but he finally got it to work, and that joint was legit. No, man.
Yeah, that joint's chunky, bro. That joint's
sure,
chunky,
bro.
man.
For sure,
Like,
but-
once again, Motion Podcast,
Yeah.
talking to folks with shit going on, and Shadxcreed got shit going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I guess you want to talk about no future projects or
I said that because I just got that text.
Word.
You know what I mean? It was like, yo, don't talk about nothing.
Word.
No future projects. I said, all right, we got to lock them in there. They're not locked in yet.
Trying to think if I can give people something to look forward to check you out on, or I guess
Definitely look forward to it. If y'all don't follow the Full Focus Instagram, follow the Full Focus Instagram because that's going to be where everything. This is going to be a big year, though.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, yeah.
This is going to be, the next two are like generational wealth years.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be 2 big years.
Mm.
I know that for sure. Everything that we've been talking about, I'll tell you off camera what the latest move is, which is huge. You know what I mean? God willing, I can figure that out. We can get that right and get the ball rolling. It's been a long negotiation process, but hopefully that's about done.
Word.
About
Let me ask you this:
9
Do you see yourself staying in Harrisburg, or 'cause that's one of the things that's been on my mind? Like, you know, if I really want to expand and like grow as a DJ, like I probably have to get to a bigger market or something. So I'm curious that you, as like, you know what I mean, a videographer.
We've talked about it for a while. We're just in a weird space because like our kids are so much older.
Right.
So it's like, I got 2 juniors in high school. They're going into the senior year. And then I have a middle schooler, right? Queso has an elementary school kid, and he has a sophomore in high school. So we've talked about it, and we're probably not going to be here too much longer. We know that for sure.
Oh, I just got that feeling. That's why I asked you that question,
Yeah,
because
we
like,
know
there's
that.
only so much the city
Yeah.
has to offer to you. How to expand.
We know that for sure. We had to start putting it out. I mean, we'd probably be on all your TV screens if we didn't live here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, because, like, especially after COVID, it made everything so much weirder because you had to, it was the headache of flying everybody out, right?
Mm.
think it forced everybody to realize there's more talent in their city than they thought, right? So
Right.
like you can't really fly as COVID. I mean, we had a video lined up for Usher, Sex Beat by Usher, Lil Jon, and Ludacris, right? COVID hit, so we did. If you go to Usher's page and look up Sex Beat, we did a lyric video instead because everything shut down, right? But with that, they start reaching out to more people like that were right there in the city. Like if you're in LA, you know how many people in LA do videos for real though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it made everybody just take a step back. Like all those bigger cities kind of canceled the little guys out, right? Like because it's like we're right here,
Right.
like
I feel like that with DJing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're right here. I didn't have to go and say, let's fly these guys in from Harrisburg, PA. How much more is that going to cost us?
Right.
You know what I mean? We can cut costs like that right there. A lot of people weren't making money like that during COVID because you couldn't do shows. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't doing a lot of things. One of the reasons podcasts blew up so much because of COVID.
Right.
We're all in the crib, just like listening, watching. You know what I'm saying? So that made it difficult to the point where we realized we're like, yo, we can't kind of stay here if we want to like keep progressing. Yeah, we're making bread right now, but like really like it gets so much more out there, bro. Like it's so much more.
Where are you thinking? Like, where
I love LA.
LA?
I love LA. You know what I mean? But we gotta think about it realistically because like we're from Harrisburg, so of course I love LA.
Right.
Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I mean,
saying? Like, of course I love LA.
anytime I go to a city, I fall in love with the city, bro. Because of
you
where
know
I'm
what
from,
I mean?
like get back here, like,
yo,
damn.
I just said it to my homegirl Jayla, right? Shout out to Jayla and Kayla Lowe, Jayla Mercado, you know what I'm saying? Bianca Fountain, you know what I mean? The squad. I just said this to Jayla. I said, yo, I feel like every time I go to a bigger city, I say, wow, this is the best city in the world.
I'm like, yo, damn, this is life.
You know what I mean? Like we were just in New York, right? I'm across the river from New York. I'm in Hoboken. And I'm just looking across New York. I'm like, wow, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life. Look at this view. Like,
It's because of where we're from, right?
Get some soccer field down here. They playing soccer with this view behind them. This is lit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know yet, but I would love to go to LA. I would love to go to California. It just
Hollywood.
It
You need
just
to be as a
seems-
director. It's probably where you need to be.
It just seems like everybody is with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everybody understands the assignment out there. Like that's why I love
It's a different energy, right?
Different energy. It's like kind of like you walking around here like yo, I'm a rapper. They're like, oh shit.
I think we like instantly just shit on that person.
Yeah, I mean anything like that though. Anything that's outside of a 9 to 5 here is like.
Oh, you doing that still?
Yeah,
you still doing that?
shit? Like, oh man, are you really a director?
Yeah.
Like,
are you really a DJ?
Do you really rap?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, out in LA, it's like, I'm a rapper. Oh, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Where can I find your music? Like, it's like, oh, this is dope. This energy is amazing, yo. Like, now, not gonna lie, low key, what sold me was when I went to the weed shop. Sold me, bro. Sold me. The most beautiful girl in the world was coming out to show me how to pick weed, and she's from Australia. She had the accent and everything, and she's picking out what buzz I want. I'm like, wow.
See, that's why I don't even smoke weed because I don't know how like to get high. Because when I started smoking, you just got what you got. People called it weird names, and like, oh, I got the Granddaddy Purple Kush.
Yeah.
Oh, word. All right, smoke that shit. I don't know if I'm going up or down. You know what I mean?
I don't really smoke weed anymore, but I had to. Like, you know what I mean? I'm out there.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
absolutely. I
had
would
to.
have too.
I had to do it. Like, you know what I mean? One time. And, like, yeah, I was lost in there. I'm not going to hold you. They talking about different strands. This one does this.
So you
this one
said
that.
what kind of buzz you want? So that's like
Yeah, like, not even what type of buzz I wanted. I got a pre-roll, actually.
where
You know what I mean? So she was just like, what kind of high do you want? I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
no, because indicas and sativas give you different kind of highs,
Right.
which I didn't understand when I was
I
smoking.
didn't know that.
So that's why I didn't like being high because I never knew what kind of high I was going to be.
I said, I don't want to be tired. I said,
Right,
I want to be good. She's like, oh, you want to get this? I'm like, oh, cool. Especially because I'm scared of edibles anyway.
So listen, when I was selling weed, right, at IUP, right, I would so I had my own apartment as a freshman, right? And I would have like social gatherings in my room, and I would smoke my weed.
Yeah.
It would make me antisocial.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? I hated that. Here I am, you know what I mean? I got all these people in my crib, and like I'm the man, like I'm selling weed or whatever, the weed man, sitting here with my head and my hands like.
Yeah, I don't want
Because I'm so high, yeah. Like, so it's like, dang, that's why I like gravitate toward like alcohol, right? Because it's not gonna be social.
Yeah.
But like,
shout out to Christian.
yeah. Shout out Chili, bro. Like, listen, I think I should get him in here, bro.
Oh my God, bro, that'd be crazy.
I know. Listen, like, all right. You know what, Christian? It's like always the inevitable. I get him in here, and I know I'm gonna have to do some damage control.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, you might get kicked the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Yo, no.
Say, yo, Jordan, you can't be here no more, bro. Like, it's over for you.
But for real though, but like it's also like, damn, that's great content.
That's great fucking content. Bro. Ask him some crazy shit, bro. Ask him about politics. Like, this shit might go viral.
No, Shadxcreed, no. See, listen.
She could go
You
viral, or you can get canceled.
him, everything is just gonna be a fucking explosion.
Man.
Anyway, I'm thinking about it, man. Maybe you'll have to be here when I do
let
that,
me
bro.
know, bro. I'll tell you right now, I'll walk the fuck out of here, Jordan. I will leave.
See, and you can, I can't. You know what I mean? I didn't sign the lease or whatever.
Crazy shit. I'm gonna say, oh, this nigga crazy. Out of here.
Well, that's what they got editing for.
Facts.
But it's like, damn. But how much do I want to edit though?
Man, bro, that's my brother still to this day.
You know, no, I can't even get a hold of him.
I got a hold of him yesterday.
Yeah,
yeah, on Facebook.
I shit you not.
I called his ass 1,000 times. I said, "What's your number, bro?" So gave me the same. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, motherfucker.
You answering it? Like,
yeah,
fuck.
It's the same, bro. I'm like, oh, you fuck you, dog.
Yeah,
I called you, bro, like 8 times.
So yeah, I guess I haven't like told him about this yet because I haven't because I've been, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, he'll have a ball, bro. He will say the crazy.
That won't be one for the books. Yeah. So maybe you'll probably have to stop by.
Yeah, let me know, bro, because I'll definitely.
Because I feel like I need a mediator at least. Like
you gotta have Andy in here too.
Andy?
Yeah, call Andy.
Andy's chill. Like I ain't gonna say I ain't.
He's a great mediator, but he knows how to push Christian's buttons. But cool as fuck though. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna make him mad. He's gonna get him to say some crazy shit.
See, I don't know if I want Christian to say Yeah, I'm gonna need you. You know what the funny thing about Christian is like I know you know what I'm talking about. When you're like having an A and B conversation with him and he thinks he's always right all the time, you need that third person to be like, yo.
Yo, you're tripping. Like, yo, brother, you're fucking tripping.
Yo, I remember he used to tell me how drinking makes you smarter and shit like that. I'm like, yo, I wish someone was here to hear you say this shit. Like, I wish, like, and it's like, I can't, and you're just going to yell until, like, I don't want to talk about it no more, but, like, you know what I mean?
I remember at IUP. Yeah, I remember at IUP, bro. Yo, we drunk as shit. I don't remember what frat we was at, right?
Damn.
So we got drunk as fuck, man. And we walking out. We was with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name because it's a very sensitive.
Yeah, we're not. See,
it's a very sensitive.
Like one thing I had to like, you know what I mean, understand with myself is that I'm not gonna name drop on this podcast.
Yeah,
like,
no name dropping. All right.
Except Christian.
Except for that. So, because everybody has a Christian story. I think everybody has a Christian story, bro. So it's like, it was at IUP, leave the frat party. This girl then told these guys that Christian hit her. All right? If you know Christian, maybe he did.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. All I know is we had 2 guys.
Shit, this is already bad. I can't. I already can't have more here.
2 dudes approaching us.
Shit.
Talking about, did you hit her? And I'm like, that's my man. I'm not about to let him get beat the fuck up.
Right.
Like, so I'm like, yo, I'm talking to Chris. I'm like, look, you gonna snuff him? I'm gonna snuff him, bro. As I'm like about to square up, another one comes out of nowhere. That was 3.
Frat.
That was 3.
You're at a frat.
Yeah, I'm saying. No, but we're so far off. We're on campus at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've made it to campus. Like, we're over by, like, where they had Quiznos and shit. I don't know what dorm that is, but, like, across the street they had Quiznos, and it was more of a cafeteria
You're
vibe.
taking me back. Yeah.
Yo, I forget what it was, but like, so we're over there. This nigga, kind of by the stadium, kind of by the football stadium.
I know what you're talking about.
Back, but
the name's escaping me.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
escaping me. We're over there, and this nigga, we're just walking, bro, and he's like, "Yo, we had a mutual friend there, me and you. You know what I'm talking about?
I know you're talking
Okay, so mutual friend,
no name dropping.
name.
We are not name dropping.
So we had a mutual friend there and shit. She's walking, she's chilling now. She's chilling now, like you know what I'm saying. So 3 of them come out, talking shit. I'm just like, damn, I'm about to get our ass whooped. Another one came up, so now it's 4. The white boy said something to her. And she said, nah, Daryl, beat this white boy's ass. Beat this white boy's ass. Beat this white boy's ass. I ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the shits. Like, if we got to get to it, I'm with the shits. And I don't like to always do that because I know where I'm going to take it. So, if it's me or you, you got to die, bro. So, it's but there's like 5 motherfuckers here right now. So, I pressed the button. Please button. I pressed it.
Oh, word? That might have been smart. I think we, as a community, need to start doing that a little bit more often. I pressed it, bro. Because, like, what you didn't do was fuck your life up.
Low key, though, I didn't know that's what it was. But I'm happy that that's what it was.
Hey, listen. Hindsight, was that smart?
That was the smartest shit I ever did in my fucking life. There's some big motherfuckers, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Big as shit.
Hey, for who, for what? Like,
all they do is drink. I'm drunk. I'm hardly standing a little bit. They drink every fucking day, all day long. Big as shit. They got lawyer. They look like they got lawyer money and all type of shit, bro.
All that,
So I'm like, man, I'm just pressing shit.
First of all, like they're in a frat, so they're already protected.
Bro, you feel me?
You want no piece of that.
I pressed the button. Everybody started running. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, the cops, yo.
But low key, what happens? Everybody scattered. So I got separated from Christian.
Word.
Christian's in the room with the girl who said that.
Oh boy.
She said she finally linked back up with her because she's our friend though. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was just all drunk and shit.
Right.
She said Christian was staring at her with the death stare the whole fucking time in the room. I said, this was a crazy night, bro. Yeah, we had so many Christian stories. We need an episode where we just all come and tell Christian stories.
I think we should add like the intervention.
Oh my God.
Like, you feel me?
Yo.
Like,
bro.
Like, anyone who knows him knows like it needs to happen. We just sit him down like, yo, listen, bro.
I think that's like bad for his health.
Huh?
I think that'd be bad for his health.
Intervention?
I mean, if bro stopped, his body might shut down.
Yo, it's fun. I mean, listen. All right, I gotta save this because like we could go on and on and on and on and on. Listen, we already had to get this motherfucker on the podcast. Yeah. But
that's our brother. We could talk about it like that. Y'all can't.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yo, but listen, I appreciate you, Shadxcreed. Officially,
Shadxcreed,
artist formerly known as Daryl Gilchrist, now known as Shadxcreed, Film Focus Films. Thanks for stopping on the Motion Podcast. Yo, tell us what you got going on, yo.
Appreciate you.
This is my first one too, though. Like, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna get better at these joints.
Nah, that shit was smooth, bro.
I'm gonna get better at these joints.
Yeah, that shit was smooth. This is a dope ass space, bro. Happy you had me up here. This is. When I can talk about some more shit, I'll come.
Listen, yo, become a regular, bro.
Yeah,
I'm over here. Yo. I got this space. I gotta use it.
Oh, so. Yeah. Don't let me interview nobody. That shit, yo, we might get canceled, bro.
Listen, me and you gonna get in touch with Christian. That shit's gonna happen within the next month. So.
That's a bad.
Hey, yo, shout out Collab Create one more time,
yeah,
yo.
For sure.
If you haven't yet, get yourself a tour. Follow them on Instagram. Hit them up in the DMs. Like, listen, I need that tour. The space is amazing. Get your stuff created. You know what I mean? We can collab. But, like, as far as me, Action Jackson, I'm out. Motion Podcast. It's been real.